Both Az and I have been hoping to get videos of a croc. Az is pumped. Huge moment right now. Croc on drone, crystal clean water, yes! Another absolutely stunning beach. Look at this. Islands all off it. Beautiful native vegetation. Gorgeous red rock escarpments. And a white sandy beach. Unfortunately, smashed with rubbish. Whole way along. Been walking for 20 minutes. And it is like this all the way up the coast. Fresh water seeping out and getting filtered through the side of this wall. Wow. That there could very well save your life. All fresh. We've woken up this morning and we're running pretty low on water, so goal in the camp is to seek and find coconuts. So it was my and Rossi's job this morning to jump in the yaks, cruise along the coast here. We've just paddled a couple of k's south. We've gone a counterproductive direction to our objective to the tip. However, we've come across here, just the ultimate treat. Oh, so we're gonna have some brekkie. Like, we've got to crouch down to get these coconuts. They're that bloody low. Fantastic, look at that. I'm just going to climb this coconut tree here, probably only 5 or 6 meters to the crown. It's on a slight angle and it's really dry. Two super important things. Make sure you get all the sand off your hands and your hoofs. If it's on a bit of an angle, this technique's easier to do. So you're literally just going, following your feet, bang, 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 straight up each other, follow the leader. And then moving your hands like that all the way up. As you get to the top, you can stabilise yourself out a bit more. They're a bit sunburnt, but they're full. Cut a good bunch off. We're going to husk them up now to take back in the kayaks, back to camp. Rehydrate the crew. Some really good big juicy ones here. Take the husk off a bit and they'll last, no worries. Just filling up the hatches in the kayak with God's nuts to head back to camp. Pretty much emptied the kayaks out back at camp north. So I'm gonna stack all these with coconuts. Successful, productive morning thus far. Go back to camp, team meeting, team regroup, smash a few coconuts, and then we'll see what adventure is in store for us. Excited to see what unfolds. Let's do it. We've got blow-up mattress, sleeping bag, lightweight tent, one dry bag for, that's got in it like a head torch, a diary, a book, first aid kit, a few basics, toothbrush. This one's got tucker, it's got food. This is the drone bag. I've got 2 kilos of flour here, GoPro mounted, gloves for when I jump in, a coconut just before I take off. I have one of them. Then seat here, main cockpit. I've got a filleting board up in front of my feet and a wash tub. Behind the seat I've got a litre of olive oil and a litre of vinegar for cooking. There's a back hatch here that I put, I've got a rum bottle, an axe, a few bits and pieces of fishing gear. There's a rod holder here, got fins that I strap to the back, and then water Goes in the back with a little yoga mat, hand line, some fishing gear, and a clothes bag. There's a spare paddle as well on the back. And up at the front I strapped the spear gun and a life jacket. So it takes a bit of time to unpack and pack up, but it's got to be done properly.
The water is just like the most incredible colour, ranging from the deeper blues down to this almost turquoise coloured water here over these white sand flats. So cool. But the best part is we've got lunch. Today's trolling effort, 2 beautiful spotty mackerel, one of them is underneath the deck, 1 cracking coral trout, beautiful stripey, let another couple go, let a trevally go as well. Fish! Woo! So stoked. So nice to get a good feed of fish on the troll. All of these caught whilst trolling behind the kayak, from the kayak in motion, not having to pull the sail down. So cool.
Such beautiful fish. Out of the yak. Just pulled up in the yaks. Gonna leave them there for a bit of thinking time. Hooked on the gold bomber onto the Shimano, and we're going for a flick. The sand is just so white here, the silica sand, and it's making the water just the most gorgeous color. So clean and blue. Such an incredible day thus far. Beautiful kayak here, about 20 k's. Just jumped in the water and had a beautiful saltwater bath. Haven't had a proper full jump in quite a while, but I feel safe here because we know exactly where the big male resident croc is. Reason why, on arrival, there's a creek just to the south of us. There's like incredibly white, pearly white silica sand that stretches right along this coastline. So we pulled up, grabbed the rods out, went up for a fish, and the boys said, croc, croc, croc. And there was a croc right near our kayaks cruising out to sea. So I threw the drone up. It had been my #1 capture that I wanted to get on the drone this trip, was a croc in really clean water.
Both Az and I have been hoping to get videos of a croc. Az is pumped.
Huge moment right now. Huge moment. Croc on drone, crystal clean water. Yes! Oh. Got the shot. So we know where the croc is. We sent the drone up, checked the area, jumped in there for a quick 1-minute swim. I've just pulled the yaks up the beach here, and there's a little grassed outcrop just on this point here behind me. It's got 180-degree views of the ocean So the boys had a couple of lines, trolling out behind them, hugging the coast, hugging the rocky ledges and the reefs on the way to this spot heading north. And it was one of the best days I've seen the fellas perform on the rods and the hand lines, having a troll out the back. Danger's just having a slab up on the back of his yak now. Well done, mate.
Mate! Such a good feeling to be providing food for the crew. Absolutely on spectacular weather just to be kayaking, let alone to be having a fish as well.
Mate, that's something that I know you were looking forward to the whole trip.
Man, we've been fishing, we've been trolling for 7 weeks straight and we haven't got a mackie yet. So the feeling of finally getting one, that was the first fish of mine today.
Yep.
Got another one later on, got the trout, got a stripey,
yep.
And then had something sharp as well. It's so nice to just get amongst it today.
Well done, man. Stoked.
Seriously, best day of the kayaking so far. Seriously spectacular.
Just set up camp. And how's this for a camp spot? Lightly floured with curry powder, fillets, coral trout, mackerel, and the best part, wings as an entree. Mackerel, coral trout on the coals. Mackerel steaks. Some of the finished product. There's the spread. Oh. Coral trout, skins with scales, a little bit of meat, garlic salt, mackerel steaks, and flour with curry and spices.
That looks amazing. Good night, gentlemen. Have a good night. Thanks for a good night.
Thanks for a great day.